Oh, hello. Welcome one, welcome all. We are reviewing Mammals today. It's just me, so more like solo stream practice. These are always fun. I'm so impressed by the ability of some people to like stream and energetically talk for like 6 hours. A lot of like I stream for half as long as a lot of my favorite streamers do regularly. And I still feel exhausted at the end of streams, but hopefully that'll be something I can slowly train up, because I would like to do more of a mix of solo and co-hosting streams. I think they both have their fun. Let me just adjust my mic 1 second. I know. It actually helps. I'm like, I teach, that's my like work. I'm a grad student, and I think the two help each other, because the first time I had to teach, it was mortifying, but like that slowly built up my ability to like talk and present over time, and you know, most of the stream is just purely for fun, but I do think somehow these streams have been helping my teaching and vice versa. I think there's this good loop there, this good feedback effect. So at first Mammal, I realized like miscounted. I'd like been off by 10 at some point, and recomputing this first Mammal we're gonna do is gonna be Mammal 300, which is really quite exciting. I'm also gonna intentionally stall slightly because I always feel like rolling the adjectives is one of the funnest parts of these streams, so I kind of want to give people time to come in before I do that, because that really sets the tone. Speaking of, yeah, welcome Beth, and welcome Gogo Gabagool, Gruel Gremlin, and welcome Jam. So I guess, yeah, I think that's it for today. I have up here the reindeer review, which I actually like quickly remake because I had not saved the file properly. But that was still, I can't believe we got that role. Reindeer was incredible. Well, maybe we should roll our first adjective of the day. I guess I should, I always want to like introduce it, because it always could, in theory, be someone's first time here. The project I'm doing is reviewing every single extant species of mammal. There's 5,416 of those. I usually get about 20 per stream. So the project should take about 2.5 years, but I think those will be 2.5 great years. We've gotten like some iconic ones. Mostly it's been Indonesian mice, but that's part of the fun. Now and the criteria is selected as 4 random adjectives from a giant pool. You can add an adjective for 2,000 channel points if you've accumulated those. If you want to see the current list of adjectives, which is like most plain adjectives in English, so you do want to be a bit creative when you create one, you can use exclamation mark adjectives. Now let's roll our first adjective. I think I've stalled for enough time. Yeah, last stream had some really good rolls. I know, I think that you are really adding a drop in the bucket if you add an adjective to the wheel, but I need these adjectives to last me for 2.5 years, so I had to go all out. Conscious. We've had things like exhausted before. This is kind of the opposite, but it's also kind of... This could also be in the, like, I don't know, philosophy of mind sense. Like, is this animal aware? Does this animal have an internal world? Is this animal, you know, is there something that it's like to be a mouse? Or is it just a robot on the inside? You know, is it effectively a fleshy automaton? I think conscious we can get flexible with, which is always quite fun. Ooh, I really like this one. We've had like fake and stuff before, but I think unnatural really kind of hits the nail on the head for this kind of thing. Like, how much of an aberration is this thing? Yeah, I'm very excited for conscious and unnatural. I think these are really fun. I like when they're vibe things. Laug is also, I like it. Like things can, I like the ones where you have the literal meaning to fall back on. Like the boring descriptive one. But if you want to get funky with it, it can be a vibe, right? Like some animals will literally be loud because they'll like be some long Wikipedia section about the vocalizations they make. Other ones, they just have that kind of in-your-face energy. They're like more figuratively loud. I love the ones that are like that. Loud, I think, is a wonderful get. And finally, last adjective. Hateful is funny. I don't think we've ever gotten one this on the nose. I really like these adjectives. I think these are very strong. Alright. Let's roll our first mammal. Yeah, these are really good. Conscious, unnatural, loud, hateful. I'm trying to think what maxes this out. I think some sort of like baboon would do exceptionally well. Like again, really a piggy hit mandrill. Actually, it's rare that you get one that like nails all 4 categories, but I think a baboon does accept, right? Like that, those things are conscious. They're like basically human. And an orangutan might also do very well, though I don't know if they're, like it's hard because like chimpanzees seem much more natural to me than like orangutans, but they are much more hateful and loud probably. I guess orangutan is too reserved. I think baboon, even if it loses out a big unconscious, like chimpanzee would basically max out conscious, right? It doesn't get more conscious than that. I think like, yeah, a baboon probably is the best thing we could get overall, according to these metrics. Always interesting to learn what the wheel is looking for on any given game. Let's spin the first mammal. Oh, Microtus. Microtus, I think, are bats. We've definitely had Microtus a bunch. I should really know this by now. I think it's a genus of bat. No, they're voles. Right. Okay. I like a vole. I think as far as the small rodents go, voles are on the higher end. Because anything that's not a murid gets me excited. The like mice and rats, we've gotten a bunch of, but the voles can be like quite rotund in a pleasant way. Yeah, I actually think this one is gonna score exceptionally low, right? We'll have to like read up on it, but first impressions are that it's also not very loud, nor does it seem particularly hateful, right? I'd be excited if it turned out as hateful, but this really just seems like a meek creature that minds its own business at first blush. Do we have any actual photos? That illustration is quite good. I might elect to use this. I love even if I do find a photo, because I love that face it's making. It's very rodent. Oh, this image is terrific. Okay, might have to use the image. It's not the... It's quite spherical. It's not the most spherical vole I've seen. Like, okay, wait. I thought these two were its hind legs, and that got me, like, incredibly confused. It's almost an optical illusion if you imagine these are its hind legs, but no, I think this is a foreleg, this is a foreleg, this is a hind leg. Wow, I feel like such a Traeger when I was like completely agreeing with a previous guest who said we should call the front ones arms, and now here I am going forelegs and hind legs, but that's just life. Also, welcome Borbfin and welcome Pascaporo. It does look like a kiwi both, I just think it might look even more like the fruit than the bird. Like that is perfect kiwi shape, right? I guess that's probably why the bird is called that. I never thought, is the bird called that because of the shape? Because they are quite similarly shaped. But yeah, you know, excellent shape. Voles always do very well in that category. Let's see what GBIF has to say. Is there any information on its behavior? Does live in vineyards. That's quite like bougie. Grasses, legumes, daisies, and goosefoot plants. I love these. Always have such like, I don't know, like it always sounds like some like English children's book from the 50s when they describe their diet. Like I'm just imagining these like gorgeous meadows and stuff. This is so the scientific name is Microtus savii, but the common name is Savi's hind vole. Goosefoot plants. What a lovely name. What is the goosefoot? Oh, it's a very boring plant given the name. But yeah, oh okay, no, this I could definitely imagine a vole munching on this. Sorry, I get linked to the plant just because I just saw like this image, which is very uninspiring. But the ones where you actually see these flowers, these are actually quite lovely. And I think it's really picturesque scene of the pine vole just happily munching on this flower in a vineyard. I think we can start rating the Microtus savii. I do want to use this photo. As good as the illustration was, this is just terrific. Yeah, I love like I feel Rogan's eating in a very fun way. I love these videos of like, I love when any small animal eats something like this of the same size of it. Like just watching a little mouse go to town on a giant flower is always delightful. And this image is from Roberto Sindaco. I'm sorry, but I don't think a pine vole is particularly conscious. Though it's selective enough in its diet, like I think that does bump it up a bit. It seems to be kind of aware of what's going on. Like it kind of looks too meek and pathetic. I should really get like a cognitive science or Peter Godfrey Smith on here to give his thoughts on how conscious these different mammals are. And yeah, this thing is extremely natural. I think Matt mentioned that, but yeah, this is the most like down-to-earth, real animal there is. Exactly, Pascaporo. And yeah, look at how meek this thing is. There's nothing about its vocalizations or anything. This seems extremely quiet. Like, yeah, about here. Hateful? It seems to just eat flowers in peace. That was my... There's nothing about how it defends its territory. or anything. Yeah, look, all family members share 3 or more communal nests. Territories are exclusive, but they're communal. These seem to be incredibly peaceful and welcoming. Like, if they have communal living arrangements, these have to be loving. I don't think these are hateful animals. Yeah, like I suspected, exceptionally low score, like among the lowest. These are my 2 main notes. Good shape, good choice of food. And legumes. I should include legumes. You know, it's not like a reindeer or something, but as far as the small rodent goes, I do like this one quite a bit. I think this would be a good pet. Like, it, you know, there's a lot of those like hamster gerbils and stuff. I think this like stands out enough on its own without like looking like you're trying too hard to go for something exotic. I think this would be a very cool pet to have. Let's spin another mammal. Ooh, Crocidura! I know what that means. We are incrementing the counter. Let's frickin' go. "22 shrews." Oh, also I should make a note on the Savie's Pineful, of course, about it being mammal 300. That's so... 300 little guys. That gets so many. Although I should thank, there's a new emote. Unfortunately, I'm Elga follower emote slot, so I think it is currently tier 1. I might shuffle things around, but I do really like all the follower emotes. But yes, there is now young one drowning in mammals. Thank you to the wonderful Captain Cube. So I tried making a drowning in mammals emote, but I couldn't quite get the mammals to work. I was just using like photos of mammals. I didn't think to illustrate, and I think Cube's illustration of those little rodents is just phenomenal. So yeah, huge shout outs to Captain Cube. If you don't already follow Captain Cube, he's a terrific streamer and just has a really, really good sense like of creativity and humor. Hey, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hey, Angie, welcome. We are reviewing every species of mammal here. We just got the Cyrenaica shrew, which incremented the lifetime shrew counter up to 22. So let's see what there is to learn about this shrew. As exciting as shrews are, they tend to be like very underdocumented. Yeah, it's I've only been streaming for a couple of months. I had like no intention of streaming, but then I got this like really stupid idea of what if someone reviewed every single mammal? Like what if they just streamed themselves going through all of them one by one and giving their thoughts, and by the end like any mammal you ever run into, you ever think of, you ever see, it would be on there. And I thought this would like, I thought of this as a joke, but then I thought, wait, you could actually do this. There's like a manageable, if daunting, number of them. And then I was like, no one is gonna do this. I can't just give someone a 2.5-year stream project. So the only way to make this a reality is if I just go through every mammal myself. And here we are. But yeah, that's my villain origin, or what have you. I am not getting much from this article about this shrew. Yeah, this is, I think this said a lot about the life of the shrew, that like almost all of the information that we have comes from like dissecting owl pellets. Like, I think that is just, I remember one of the guests mentioning that it's just kind of their main cause of death. Like they do not like live long enough for old age should be the primary concern. It is owls. An owl will get you long before Father Time does. Did you... This is a wonderful image. They do have sentient secretions, produce sentient secretions, and mark their territories by dragging their bellies along the ground. I really love that. That is such a funny way of doing it. Yeah, it is. It's definitely like, if your goal, it conjures such a silly image, but if your goal is to turn yourself into a paintbrush, I guess that is a very smart way of doing it. Like, that's a log of surface area you're getting. But it is, it's an extremely funny thing to imagine, this tiny shrew just dragging its belly around the ground to paint it. Does GBIF have more information on this one, I feel? Or wait, let's first see if we can get a photo from my naturalist. None here. Brain case width is medium. Probably eats various invertebrates. Awesome. Yeah, Libyan shrew. Seems to be very localized. Like, they give the 5 kilometers west of this one city. That is... Oh, I guess that's just materials examined, not habitat. But if we go back to the Wikipedia article, they do have quite a restricted range, it seems. More than 100 skulls have been found in owl pellets. It seems we only find these in owl pellets, that is incredibly sad. And yeah, Borban, thank you so much for the redeem. Let me add Gerbilliscus to the... Cool. There we go. Oh, and did I paste the species in chat? Here you go. If you want to do your own research, feel free to take a look. The Alexandrian shrew, at least that's what GBIF chooses, that's the common name. And hopefully GBIF will have an illustration. Seems like 286. And let me pull this up. There we go, 286. That is a handsome fellow. It's very, you know, it's not really going crazy with the shrew formula. Nothing like super novel going on here, but I think it's quite well put together. That is like a good-looking shrew overall. Yeah, he's distinguished. He's not doing anything too super wild or adventurous, but definitely like stands out in this crowd. Like if I just picked a shrew from this lineup, I think that would be the first one I chose. And thank you so much for the follow. Welcome, welcome. So all these illustrations come from the Handbook of Mammal Species of the World, and all of the ones except for the backs are by the wonderful Tony Lobbig, I believe. Feel this thing is gonna score... Okay, a shrew is more natural than a vole. Like, I don't think I've ever actually seen a shrew in my life, which is kind of crazy. And they do look just a bit odder than a vole. Still very, like, normal, but just... I don't know, the snout thing is just a little bit alien to me. Hey, welcome in, Gert. Welcome, welcome. It... It looks conscious, but so did the other one. I don't know if it gets like a wildly different score. It just looks very alert, which I think does help it. It gets skill Rogan. Good afternoon, Gert. Welcome, welcome. Shrews echolocate, which is interesting, or at least some shrews do, because how does that impact your loud score? Because it's noise making, but it's noise making on a part of this auditory spectrum humans can't hear. So is it how loud it is to us, or how loud it is like objectively in an amplitude creating sense? It's gotta at least increase it, I think. I think that should count. I think we can't be too anthrocentric when we do these ratings. That seems kind of against the point. But it is still a tiny shrew. There's no way it's that loud. Hateful. I really... Again, I feel this is too not enough of a predator. Well, it eats insectivores. Sorry, it's an insectivore. It eats bugs. The other one just ate flowers. It does seem incredibly pathetic. Like, we just find them in hundreds of owl pellets and nowhere else. Yeah, exactly. I think you're right, Beb. Still think the vole just seemed so peaceful and welcoming. It has to be a bit more hateful than the vole, but I think because of exactly what you said, yeah, there's just not enough going on in there for it to harbor hate. Ooh, 200 on the gut. I feel like the belly rubbing thing doesn't really factor into any of these scores, but it's such an awesome detail. I'm so glad you have learned it. So yeah, because they're just getting in. The shrews don't have much going on. Exactly, Gert, exactly. But they do secrete a musky scent and then rub it along their territories by dragging their bellies along the ground. I think that's just such a wonderful image. And I think that's like my only note. Like, it's just so much better than any... Oh, maybe something about the owl stuff, but that is just like... It feels like I'm diluting it by including too much other stuff, because it's such a wonderful fact and there's so much little going else on with this shrew. Other than that, there's so little going on. Pitiful. Pathetic feels too mean. Even if, like, that's close to the traditional meaning of it. Wonderful. The Alexandrian shrew. Let's roll another mammal. Miss is always a sign that's just gonna be a little mouse thing. Fun name though. I mean, Underwood is probably just a person's name. It's probably just Underwood's tree rat or something. But it is a fun Latin name. Oh, it's a pocket gopher. Let's go. Also, did you know pocket gophers are just gopher? Like the pocket isn't doing anything? There's gotta be a reason they got this name. But like every gopher is a pocket gopher. Pocket gopher is just another word for gopher. Oh, I guess there's some explanation here, which is that pocket gopher... Okay, so that's not quite true. There's some things that are not technically true gophers that we call gophers, so we invented the word pocket gopher to talk about these ones in specific. But still lovely. I love when anything's described as a pocket animal. It just conjures such a beautiful image. And yeah, these are, yeah, Underwood's pocket gopher. It really sounds like Underwood just had one of these. Really no information here other than that it belongs in Costa Rica. Let's see what well, let's see if we can have Fogo bit first. That's the... That would be wonderful. Oh, there are many photos. Oh, it's quite hideous. That's great. It is not a phogogenic creature, but I think that's kind of charming. Let's get not the gag ones. I want the gag ones. Also, wait. I love this one. I love that... Someone's screenshot from Gabe. From Gabe. Yeah, it does sound like a sideshow attraction at a carnival. Come see Underwood's pocket gopher. It's like branding in a weird way. It's like they're trying to sell this. I really want to use this one. I love that they're gonna crop pick or anything. They just post against the queen. Thanks, Gabe. Can I shout out Gabe? Just Tricks, let me do this. Thank you, Gabe. I hope that, like, streamer I'm shouting out is a good person. You know? And let's see if Gbip has anything to say before I fully dive into the review. Whoa, there's like no information, like impressively little information. So they tell us where they examined materials? And that is literally it. That's impressive. I mean, it's a gopher. Gophers are fun. We have things to say. Yeah, good night, Jam. yeah. Have a nice lurk. So let's get this attribution right, because the uploader is the sheep. I think this image is clearly from Dave. Via. You're not tricking us. It is clear this image is Gabe's. How is there so little information about gopher? Like a gopher, a little mouse that's far away, I kind of get. I feel you'd have some things to say about a gopher. I sort of feel like anything that's like burrowing, I feel that kind of like dulls the senses, right? It kind of doesn't need to be conscious. It's kind of figured things out. It's like one egg evolution. That thing can like hurt it down there. It just kind of is chilling underground. And all its senses are slowly going, and it's just gonna slowly be like a little mindless, pleasure-seeking orb thing, you know? Like I feel... Yeah. Gophers are like kind of post-animal. They are just automatons at this point, I think, because they figured it out and they don't really need to be aware anymore. don't know if anything I'm saying makes sense, but I'm rolling with it. I'm giving an 11 conscious rating. So there are definitely less natural looking burrowing animals, but this is quite strange looking. And that combined with the fact that there's like freakishly little information on it, and that the only image we have is a screenshot of something from Gabe, and it does still look quite alien in it. It's no like naked mole rat on the scale of mammals. This is a very strange creature, I think. I'm gonna go up to like a 189 in unnaturality, unnaturalness. And again, chew underground should be loud, right? Like you just... I feel like these grow about their whole lives and nothing bigger than a worm ever really knows they're there. And that is a very quiet thing to be. And again, they don't hate because they don't need to. They've just figured it out. As far as notes go, I guess I want to thank Dave. And there's like remarkably little information, so I don't know if I can say more. It's crazy to me that we don't know more about the pocket gopher, the Underwood's pocket gopher. Alright, let's roll the next mammal. Aardvark would go crazy. Aardvark, also welcome Farm Skags. Aardvark, actually sorry, light spoilers for when we do inevitably get Aardvark, which we didn't hear. Herpestes was something good, but I will return to that in a second. Aardvark is like its own order. There is like no mammal that is closely related to the aardvark. It is like an alien in the mammal universe. Like look. Here we have Mammalia, that's all mammals. The next taxonomic class below it, before we get into the like really fine gridded like subclass, subclass kind of things, but its order just belongs to it. It is an Afrothere, so it is a bit closer related to elephants, elephant shrews, dugongs and the like than other mammals. But it is like the alien of the mammal world. There is like, it is just a mammal isolate. It is just, and I mean, looking at it makes so much sense. There is no other mammal that looks like this. I just think aardvarks are crazy. I also have like one aardvark emote, I believe. There we go. That's my singular aardvark emote. But yeah, such bizarre mammals. Anyways, we're not allowed to look at this for too long because we did not fairly roll an aardvark. Yeah, I kind of think Arthur undersells the weirdness of aardvarks. I think Arthur was kind of a disaster for the aardvark community because they're like weird aliens, but the existence of Arthur makes it feel like a more familiar creature than it is. But yes, that's what Herpestes was. I knew it was good, but I couldn't remember. They're mongoose. There are like many more mongooses than I expected. Or we've just been remarkably lucky, because I think this is like the 3rd or 4th. I guess we can check on my website. Awesome plug there. Which has now been updated to this cool domain. Let's see, they're carnivores? Are they musculids? I think... No, they're feliforms. Yeah, Felidae. No. Oh, Feliforms is too big. I need to get more specific. Their order, their family's just... Oh, right, Herpestes. That's the same... Yeah. Younglings, check my website right now. But yeah, okay. And as you can see, it's a work in progress. Some of the images, I tried to like automate this as much as I could, but it led to like typos in some of the file names breaking things. So I will try and fix that when I remember to. We have at least... We have like 4 mongoose, 2 of which I have the reviews up for. 2 of which I need to do some work on. We have so many mongoose. Okay, let's look at this one. Awesome guy. I love... I think carnivores. Carnivora tends to look quite good. Thank you, Gert. Thank you. Yeah, I'm quite proud of it. I'm like... It's very bare bones, obviously, and that's mostly out of laziness, but I think it does slightly contribute to the aesthetic of the whole thing, and I am happy that's like taxonomically sorted. It like feels right for the ethos of the project, and I think it does do a good job of like making it clear how much, like, it's crazy how many mammals we've gotten through. And I really love just the feeling of exploring the tree of mammals on that website. It's like a little microcosm of the stream where you can like click through all the orders and see which ones are related and what's the closest relative of this one mammal I got that I also got, you know? Sorry, I'm like gushing about my own website. It's very embarrassing, but I think conceptually I'm quite happy with it, even if I want to do quite a lot of tweaking to the website itself. It is still quite bare bones and slow. Small rodent snakes, lizards, spiders, grubs, eggs, frogs, and at times also berries and flowers. During hunting, it stops motionless to detect sound emitted by the prey and quickly pounce on the prey with a bite to the head. That's been one of the big takeaways. So many carnivorous mammals are like assassins. They like kill with a single bite to the head or throat. It's very scary, and like this makes me happy that I'm more than, I don't know, like 5 inches tall, because somehow like these things seem like quite horrifying if you're at a scale where they'd be a real threat to you. I'm just barely more than 5 inches tall, to be clear. But just enough that the mongoose isn't too much of a threat to me. I love it lives in sympatry with the Javan mongoose. That's beautiful. They just kinda hang out. Also, I don't think I pasted the species name. I'm so bad about this. Let me get that in there. See if GBIF has more info on these. Begjabrigan burrows beneath rocks and tree roots. That's lovely. Tail is bushy and conical. Yeah, let's see if we can get more images of this. I feel the one we have is nice, but it's hard to make things out in it. Occurs in tea and coffee plantations. So it's like a wired mongoose. It's weird that it seems to like just breed underground. Like it seems to live above ground, but go below. I guess it needs its privacy. That's quite cute. Oh, a lot of images on iNaturalist. Look at that scare. That's like kind of unsettling almost in this one. Yeah, mongooses are very varied, I'm learning. Like, this does not look like the previous mongooses. Oh, this is a great photo. It's like crisp. I really like this one too. Oh, this is awesome. It does seem to like scare into the camera, like, okay, not in this one, but in every other one, it has this like very consistent stare, which is quite nice. Let's get reviewing. Yeah, I agree. It has a very graceful look to it. A lot of these carnivores too, they're like I've been learning it from this stream, the average carnivore is like kind of a weasel looking thing, which is not what I would have expected going into things. Like carnivora, I don't know, you expect some like mighty cat thing, but it seems this is kind of the default carnivore body plan. It's like a cute little tube thing, which I do appreciate. Oh, that's a wonderful fine go-go-gabba-go gremlin. That is very funny. What does a termite nest look like? Would I feel safe in one of these? Let's see. Oh, they're these things. Yeah, of course. It is a cool home. Like, it's obviously doesn't sound like the coziest thing, what with all the termites, but these are beautiful pieces of architecture. That is, I really loved, like, insect coordination. Like, I had a big ant phase where I was reading all about, like, ant hive structure and stuff, and, like, if you see those things where they, like, make maps of like ant colonies and the giant ones you get and the like weird levels of coordination, yeah, it's quite impressive. It's like quite incredible, I think. So this image was from Ingeborg van Leeuwen. This was, of course, the Indian brown mongoose. I think any like carnivore, especially on that size, especially from what we heard, is quite conscious. Like you have to be like very cognizant of what's going on to be a predator like that. It looks extremely large. I actually think this could even break 200. I think this could be like a 202 conscious. Unnatural. They are a bit like, this isn't something you see every day. If you see it get fixed in, it's like that is clearly an animal, but there is a bit of weirdness to it. I think this could be like just over average, like a 133 unnaturalness. Mongooses, so at first I thought, okay, it's a bit bigger, maybe it's loud, but I think it's incredibly important that these guys are silent. I think a lot of these, I might be talking about my own ass here, but I think a lot of carnivores on this scale, like these, mustelids, all those critters, I think they're like stalkers, like they silently hunt their prey. I think it's like exceptionally important that this thing is quiet. I'm sure it can make a bit of noise if it wants to. I think for the most part it's not loud. Again, like, okay, you could say, sure, it's only hunting to survive, that's what's trained to do, but that's true about, like, every animal. Like, we can't just give every animal a sub 100 hateful score except for human. That would be, like, you know, we have to go by vibe, and these things, like, are murderers. They just, like, bite into a poor mouse's skull and kill it in a single blow. They're opportunistic hunters. I have to give it a high hateful score. Again, it's nothing personal. Yeah, no, mongoose are quite, I think mongoose is not scan group, I'm gonna say mongoose. They are quite ferocious. And I respect the hate. I think, you know, it's very good at what it does. Like, I don't blame it. Crazy murder technique. The termite stuff is really cool. They breed underground. Oh, this is good. Wait, I cannot look close enough here. This is also generally a shy animal. They sometimes enter suburban gardens to feed on snakes and mice. Like, you could write a good children's book about, like, you know, like the Warriors book or something, about these monkeys, like, anxiously sneaking in to some suburban garden to eat the local snakes and mice. Let's throw that in here, and then I think that's a good number of notes for this thing. So I think an ad break's coming up. Maybe I'll just run that now, take a quick break. Feel free to use this time to stretch or hydrate. You won't be missing anything. I'll be back in 4 minutes. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Just want to show this wonderful fan art Jam drew. I really like this. I really like this a lot. It, I think, perfectly captures the energy of the streams. Like, thank you so much, Jam. I really do appreciate it. It's so cool to get fan art. That is crazy. That is like not something I really dreamed of in. And also, I guess while we're on that note, Arugi also drew this amazing. Forgive me, I'm like dangerously scrolling through my Blue Sky feed. There's also this wonderful art by Arugi Blues. I should link these both, I guess. 1 second. Here's the Jam's post. And here is Arugi Blues post. Check shout out. Arugi also streams. She's an excellent streamer. I should shout her out as soon as I can. Yeah. I really like Greedra. The addition of Greedra here, Dreaming of Gog, I thought was very good. You're both wonderful artists. Thank you both so much. It really means a lot. But let me, I guess, go back to reviewing Mammals. Let me make sure I export this one. Yeah. Ooh, another myth. we are in rodent territory, very much, yeah. Oh, great name though. The large pencil-tailed tree mouse. They are very repetitive in their adjectives most of the time. Most things are spugig or fat-tailed or large fugig or brown. It's very exciting when they get creative. Pencil-tailed is a lovely descriptor. Arboreal rodent. Endemic to Borneo? So it is likely to also occur. Okay. But these are all just parts of Borneo. And it seems it's only been found in the smaller Malaysian section of Borneo, but it likely appears in the Indonesian part as well. But like very little information on Wikipedia. That doesn't seem to be least concern, but maybe there will be more on GBIF. They do seem to be quite abundant. Ooh, the wonderful image. Wait, that might be on iNaturalist. Let's pick iNaturalist first. Oh, this is a delight. Look how tiny it is. Also, like, whatever it's doing, it looks like it's, like, scheming with its hands or something. Like, look at that pose it's in. It is so precariously placed on this branch. It does really look like it is about to fall off. But God, look at that. Look at that. What a cute animal. What's it doing with its hands? It's kind of like, I'm so sorry, is that siren audible? I hope it's not you. Yes, Bep. Yes, that's exactly right. Oh, awesome. Okay, this mic does wonders. But yeah, it's kind of doing like it looks like there's kind of a popcorn situation going on with its hands. It looks like it's eating something. And like eating something while watching. It's very much doing cube popcorn. Okay, wonderful image. I love the pencil-tailed tree mouse I've decided. This image was from D.H. Fisher. Yeah, it's clearly using the tail for balance, which I guess is like what tails are there for. But it's like, so it must be prehensile, right? Like he's grabbing onto that branch with the tail. Also, thank you for confirming no siren. I'm like incredibly paranoid about audio and stuff like all streamers are at any time. So if anything is ever like weird or a bit too loud or a bit too quiet or what have you, please feel free to let me know. I'm always scared to when I'm in chat, but it would be nothing but appreciated if you do. And let me paste the species name. It's the Gregor pencil-tailed tree mouse, and it does give that energy. It does look very smug, even if it gets tiny. But that also gets me excited, because there must be a lesser pencil-tailed tree mouse, so there must be something that's like this, but even smaller. And that's quite a wonderful thing to learn. What does GBIF have to say about these? Highly arboreal lifestyle, but with regular excursions to the onto ground. I think that's terrific. I love that they're going on excursions. They go like ventures on the ground. Ooh, tail fuzz? I am interested in the pencil tail situation. Oh, that is quite good. It's like it looks like it's made out of like, I don't know, like graphite or something. It's such a strange metallic texture with, and plus the fuzz. Very, very true tail. Jian Li has taken so many, I guess my avatar's in the way. Can I quickly get me out of here? Yeah, Jian Li has taken so many photos of mammals. It's quite exceptional. I think like a fifth of the images I use come from Jian Li. I believe they are a nature photographer, as I guess you might expect. Let's see if we can... Yeah, let's go here. Let's go to... Oops. Yeah, wildlife photography. Definitely a well, okay, we not necessarily a mammal specialist. A lot of mammals here, but lots of other things. God. Insects are also... Look at this. Look at this color. Like, it's the one sad thing about mammals is you don't get the terrific colors you get from like every other group of animals. Everything else about mammals is like a slam dunk for this project, but we do need more like bright blue mammals like this thing. That is a crazy animal. Yeah, huge thanks to Jian Li. I mean, I'm not using the Jian Li image for this one, but I have used many Jian Li images in the past, and I will continue. You will see some of these on later streams. I would love to get into like just much more amateurish, of course, but like, and wildlife photography seems so cool. And I do, this project has made me want to go to a park and pay special attention to animals so much more. I've gone like bird watching, kind of ironically, given this is a mammal reviewing stream, but partly because of this stream, because I've just been much more interested in like naturalism and documenting animals, and that was very fun. I'd love to go mammal watching sometime. Look at this thing. I can't wait till we get this thing. The Tenrecs are crazy. Okay, spoilers. I should get out of here. Back to the Gregor pencil-tailed tree mouse land. Presumably mainly herbivorous. There is no intervening buffy strip. So if you see a mouse with an intervening buffy strip, it is not this one. Awesome, awesome. We can review this one. We've got enough information. I feel, okay, rodents I think are a bit on the lower end of conscious, but I think a prehensile tail, that requires some coordination. You need to know what's going on, and this seems like quite an advanced prehensile tail. Also, look at it. It's clearly at least a bit aware. A bit more unnatural than the other rodents. This, like, the tail is weird. It has a strange vibe to it. It looks like it's cackling here, but it's got to be a very quiet cackle. I can't imagine these things are particularly loud. It does look a bit evil here. So I think that does impact its hateful score, but I still can't... Maybe like middle of the road. I still can't see it as a very hateful creature overall. Highly arboreal, but with regular excursions on the ground. That's very important. No intervening buffy strip. Look at how it's grabbing that branch with its tail. It's so cool. I do really like what's going on here. Alright, let's spin the next mammal. Gerbil! The Gerbilliscus robustus! The robust gerbil! That's wonderful! Hey, welcome, circle back! This is, unfortunately it's not called the robust gerbil. It must have been called at some point. You can't give this like a name and not call it. It seems it's now known as the fringe-tailed gerbil, or at least that's what Wikipedia chooses to go with. Well, actually, let's check Erignathus first and see if we can get an image of these. No default photo. Okay, okay. We have to rely on an illustration. Ooh, they are subterranean. Deep and complex burrows. I love complex burrows. I love when they have like a whole tunnel system going on, a network. It's so cool that like a stupid little gerbil can make an incredibly complex underground tunnel system, you know? Sometimes I wish that was an option. I wish I could choose to switch to the burrowing life. I wish I could make a tunnel complex and have my little chambers going on, and you know, I mean, it would get like lonely and maybe quite dark and sad, but I think there's something very cool about being subterranean. Maybe you're right, Kurt. Maybe I'm not being imaginative enough. Maybe I can just start digging. I'm so in. I would love to be a mole person. And so that, like, the whole, like, mole person thing, that's just kind of, like, urban legend, right? There has never been, like, a long-lasting society under a major city of people living underground, right? That's such a pity. I would love to read about giant subterranean cities, but I think that's just never been a real thing. Yeah, maybe I just have to change that. Females are pregnant! What does this mean? Oh, I guess the just after rains isn't supposed to be a clone? This is an insane phrase. Like, I don't know what to say. Just a statement. crazy chip for reproduction, it should be correlated with rainfall patterns, so I really wonder what's going on. Females are pregnant. Welcome, Growing Grover. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, maybe they're into the rain. Maybe that's what gets them going. Opportunistic figure with diet varying seasonality. I guess they mean seasonally? But if I am copying that, that is one. I need to include that emoji in the review. That is perfect. Awesome. Could they please tell me they have at least the illustration? I do not want to draw the robust gerbil. Maybe I do. Maybe I'd be fine with that. They do not have the drawing. I have to draw the robust gerbil guy. There really like no photo of this. What is this? I trust Mammal watching. This does not seem like an AI generated website, and that is my criteria. As soon as it feels like a real blog, which this feels like it is, I believe it. Oh, these are some awesome. I cannot look too close at these mammals. These are really good. I love that they get all of this, but then they included the gerbil. Yep, mammalwatching.com. Thank you so much. This is quite cute. I mean, it's very mouse-like, because I feel like gerbil normally doesn't look quite that mouse-like. No, they are quite mouse-like, actually. I was thinking more like the domestic ones. They're like a bit poofier, a bit chubbier, but they are really quite mirrored. They are really quite, compared to like a hamster or something, this does look very mousy. I like, for being a big of a typical rodent, I like what this one has going on. It just looks like it has some like scuttling action with those like little legs. And I do like its pelage. Like, this long hair is awesome, its big ears, and its giant eyes are really cute. I think that's actually the thing that's doing it for me. Strange tail gets another weird tail descriptor. We've been getting a lot of strange, well, a lot of being too. Strange tail descriptions. This thing seems like strictly not conscious. I'm sorry, but this thing does not seem aware in the slightest. This is another automaton. Very natural though. Like that's definitely a thing that exists. That is like extremely normal. And very, very quiet. This is gonna be an extremely low score. It is omnivorous. Again, I think it's kind of too stupid to be hateful, but it does factor into the score a bit. Geez, 93 is. A 2-digit score is quite rare. Yeah, we need to include this quote, it's too good. Thank you, Beth. And yeah, the whole... This is just so mysterious to me. Why could... I think that's good for notes. I think those are the main two things. been a mammal. Oh, this is very fun to say, at least. And things I'm not recognizing, which is always a good sign. But God, I love an Alcelaphus, buselaphus. Alcelaphus, buselaphus. That is good. Holy moly! Oh my goodness! Look at this! God, antelopes are so cool! Hey, welcome Nimmernimmon! Welcome, welcome! Like, when you imagine antelope, you imagine something that you're like, you know, it's like cool, but it's like a very familiar creature. But every single antelope we've gotten has looked like a weird alien. Like, somehow I think the normal looking antelope is the exception, and antelopes by default are incredibly strange creatures. Cause like, look at the proportions on this thing. Look at this like crazy forehead situation. Look at the weird hump here. Like, maybe, I don't know, to me this is, maybe I'm insane, but to me this is like a really weird looking animal, and not at all. Maybe it's just I've never like appreciated an antelope up close prior to this stream, but no, look, they concede it has oddly shaped horns. Hey, welcome Undefined Vibe. Welcome, welcome. This is not just me, I swear. Log of information. This seems like a very real animal, though maybe quite unnatural. It does look alien. They're gregarious, forming herds of 20 to 300 individuals. Holy... That's a big pack. Highly regarded meat. These are delicious. I wonder if that factors into any of the scores. They are such strange... Okay, no, I'm right. These are aliens. Like, you don't draw it like this if you don't think it's an alien. But yeah. No, I think it's just like a Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius situation. Look at that scare. That is terrifying. What a phase. That is the devil. That is Lucifer. That is... You know, like the eyes are like far apart wide and just like looking right at you. The head is so thin. Whoa, hard to beast. Crocodiles may also prey on Herpestes. Wait, are there crocodiles? Because these are in like Africa. Are there crocodiles in Africa? I think I somehow didn't know this. I knew they had them in like Florida in India, or gators at least. And that was it. Where are crocodiles? No, yeah, because the Nile crocodile, of course. That's a classic kind of crocodile. I think I did know that. Yeah, just all of the tropics. Australia? No, wait, I knew that too. But of course there are gators and I guess crocodiles are different, but you know. That is insane. Crocodiles are so weird. These are like, if these were a bit, if like, I think there's a class of animal that's like, if you weren't aware those existed for your life up until now, like if you weren't aware voles existed up in your life up to now, as I'm sure a few of you weren't, like the vole is not a particularly familiar creature, and you learned about them today, you'd be like, oh yeah, voles, sure. But if you weren't aware crocodiles or alligators existed, or caimans or whatever, until today, and you saw one, you're like, that's a monster. I love creatures like that. I love, every now and then the mammal stream, we pick up like an alien or a monster or something. And those are, I think, the coolest kind of creatures. I kind of almost wish I knew fewer animals as a child, so I could just like imagine having the realization that crocodiles and alligators existed as an adult. That'd be like so scary and so cool. Anyways, we're on the Herpestes. These are too good for us to go and veer away from for too long. Yeah, these are, yeah, so both sexes have horns, which is like more common than I thought among ungulates. I'm learning. Rest and shag around noon, that's lovely. A congregation of 10,000 animals was recorded on the plains near... That's a Siggy! At least a cow. That's insane. Are there images? It's weird that Herging can scale like that. That is insane, That's freaky. Also, welcome Fancy Malibe, and yeah. Yeah, I think that sounds good. That sounds like what you need to do. Fights are rarely serious but can be fatal if they are. Jeez. Okay, wait. This paragraph is beautiful. Oh, mammals have been... Like, okay, we got quite a few, like, rodents up until now, but the Herpestes has been terrific. We've been on here for some time, because these are good. Like the Herpestes produce quiet, worth noting for their loudness score, quacking and grunting sounds. So first up, these quack, and before you think, there's no way it can get better than that. The Herpestes uses defecation as an olfactory and visual display. What does this sentence mean? They use defecation, they like shit for the arg of it as an olfactory and visual display, and no elaboration. Nothing about what this display is supposed to accomplish. I guess it is purely for the inherent aesthetic value in such a thing. Wonderful. Yeah, they are. Copulation is brief and is often repeated, sometimes twice or more in a minute. Who has not been there? Following which the dominant male smells the female's genitalia. Okay, we can all spend forever on the Herpestes, but I'm just delighted after all these rodents. I want to use, there's one image I wanted to use. I want to use this image. I think this image is just too good to pass up on. Get out of here, French kale gerbil. That would be quite fun. I think you could definitely land one on there if it's like busy grazing. Yeah, the horns are so oddly shaped. I think I was too distracted by everything else to really take that in, but I've never seen horns like that before. Kind of like the uprights in a football game or something, or just, yeah, the devil, like Nimmernimen said. Steve Garvey. Thank you, Steve Garvey. Also, like, I guess that's just how the Dutch language is, but Herpestes is such a cool, like, magical creature name, you know? Like, this is something there are myths about. This thing is very conscious compared to what we've been getting. And very unnatural, I think. This thing is like an alien. They emphasize to make quiet quacking sounds. They're not super loud, but I think quiet for this thing is still probably quite a bit louder than the rodents we've been getting. Hateful? They gather in like packs of 1,000 and seem to just kind of graze on grass, so I think they're like very much not hateful. I gotta include this other quote, it's too good to pass up. Like, it's so cool. Like, it's such a crazy creature. And then they quack, I guess that's what I want to say. I wonder if you can get video. Sorry, I'm spending like a bajillion years on the Herpestes, but it's just so cool. I wonder if you can get a video of one quacking. No, doesn't look like it. In fact, if you look for videos, it's just all hunting stuff, which is a bit messed up, but it does sound like they are. It was emphasized that these things are delicious, unfortunately. These things are, yeah, I wish they didn't taste good, because they're so cool. Alright, let's roll another mammal, as much as it pains me to do so. Holy shit! From an antelope to Ursus? There's like single-digit number of bears, I think, right? Like, there are not that many bears. Can I name all the bears? Wait, I'm gonna do the name all the bears challenge before I go there. Okay, brown bear, black bear. I think grizzly bear is a subspecies of brown bear, so it doesn't count, but that might be wrong. And then there's polar bear, and then there's panga bear, of course, and then there's sun bear and speckled bear. Spectacled bear. Dog scientist and Jar Jar Bink might be bonus ones once I'm done. It would be kind of fun to have goofy ones at the end after I go through all the species. Pangas aren't Ursus? I thought they were. Because I think I thought they weren't and then thought they were. But, okay, first let's see which one these guys were. These? No, oh, the Asian black bear is the moon bear. That's right. The sun bear and the moon bear. Oh no, I think you're right. Panga isn't Ursus. There are not a lot of Ursuses. Can I name everything other than this one? Because I said black bear and it's definitely thinking American black bear. I said brown bear. I said polar bear. I cannot say Asian black bear. Oh, I see. So there's Ursa guy. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Nimmer, as usual. So they are bears, but they're not Ursus. That's cool. But that also makes sense, because I think somehow I knew black bear and brown bear were more closely related, and panga bear was like a much further relative, so I guess that kind of forces it to not be the same genus, because they don't really get more specific than genus without going down to species. I guess bear is a family, not a genus. Yeah. This is a really good bear. Wow, insane rolls today. Because, like, you know, I mean, the other bears are iconic, but of the Ursus bears, this is the one, like, I guess, in my Western-centric mindset, is by far the least familiar bear to me. That's an insane roll. I can't believe we got a bear. I only knew about this one, like, I have a couple of times gotten curious about bears. I had a friend once brought up the sun bear, and that made me do a bear deep dive, and there aren't that many bears, so as soon as you kind of look up a bit of bear stuff, you just learn about every bear. So I have seen this one before, but I did completely forget about it when I was naming the bear. Yeah, this is a terrific photo. It's so cute here. Doesn't it look like it thinks it's a tiny creature or something? Like it wants you to peg it on the head and it thinks it's a foot tall. Sometimes I think animals evolve too quickly and they don't realize they're giant, ferocious predators. This thing still thinks it's like... What's the closest thing to a bear that's not a bear? Now I'm wondering. Can we get the tree here? They do seem to be quite distinguished. I think it might just be all carnivores equally. Yeah, it seems like all carnivores. But yeah, this thing looks like it still thinks it's a little skunk thing, you know? This is really good. Thank you, Guer and Nicholas, for the image. Oh yeah, sloth bears is another bear I did not name. Log of good bears. Yeah, they are somewhat arboreal. Or they at least bear features meant for arboreal adaptation. They might not actually live in trees. Yeah, exactly, Whitleyi. Yeah, I don't like when a creature that big is agile. It really feels like you are just doomed at that point. Like, the only thing you could hope to be good at. Whoa, these things are in Japan? I kind of like... thought Japan was like Australia, not having large, like, megafauna or what have you. But no, these are like... Oh, yeah, no, these are found throughout Japan still, because the whole orange is extant. I guess that makes sense. I guess I've, like, seen Japanese media with, like, bears and stuff. Hey, go afternoon, go evening, Gritra. It's going good. We got a bear. Gritra, look, this is kind of a land dragon, and it's a very cute bear. Yeah, the lily emotes are perfect for this opportunity. Gritra, what are your thoughts on the Asian black bear? Are you a fan? I love the Mickey Mouse ears. I should have spent more time talking about that. Thank you, Gert. I do hope this gives the vibe of, like, a Wikipedia deep dive. Obviously, these aren't, like, a super reliable educational research, but I do mostly love, like, actually learning about these animals. Oh, I'm so glad, Gritra. Yeah, I love these. I think this is very good. I would too, if I believe it. God, we can't keep getting such good animals. We're gonna be so behind pace, because I'm gonna spend hours reading about the Asian black bear. They're good climbers of rocks and trees and will climb to feed, rest, sun, elude enemies, and hibernate. Some older bears may become too heavy to climb. Half of their life is spent in trees and they are one of the largest arboreal mammals. Look at these vocalization. Grunts, whines, roars, slurping sounds, an appalling row when wounded, alarmed, or angry. I want to hear the appalling row, but row? I don't even know what the word row means in this case. Is row a kind of sound, or row? I think row, like, a fight sounds closer in meaning to being a sound. A continual loud noise.
Rao.
And it is row, yeah. Oh yeah, well, who's making the awful row? I think I've heard this. This sounds a bit British to me. It's weird to describe as a vocalization. They produce tuk-tuks. They cluck. They make every sound imaginable. I love slurping noises though. That's my favorite. I love garbage being listed as one of the things they eat. Sorry, I should crop the image so it's a bit more readable. They eat the wild boar. That's quite impressive. Yeah, I think I've like only seen Rao in that context in text, and I also assumed it was also a row. Like, the fight is Rao, so, and that sounds closer to meaning racket, so I guess it makes some sense. Characterized as mountain man, mountain uncle, mountain father, a loving mother, and a child. Oh, that's interesting. So, like, Japan is divided in brown bear and Asian black bear territory. Are the brown bears on Hokkaido like our brown bears? There's no way, right? That makes like no evolutionary sense, I imagine. But maybe the brown bear is just that old? No, it is that old. That's a crazy range. They also correct. I guess the Bering Strait was like crossable for quite a while. And bears are very adapted for Arctic climates. Yeah, it makes sense. And yeah, of course brown bears are in Russia. Like, if you're fine with the cold, I guess you can just cross the Bering Strait like that. That's crazy, though. I really like this image too. That is so cute. I mean, the first image was kind of hard to beat, but this is also really go. Aww. This looks very alien here. Okay, let's get reviewing. Extremely conscious, I think. Like, I don't know many stories of bear intelligence, so I know they're quite resourceful, right? Like, it takes quite some work to, like, bear-proof your food and stuff, which makes them seem smart. But this thing is, like, clearly extremely conscious to me. I can see on my end, but it's slightly cropped, so let me move the image down for you so you can get a clear view of those ears, because you can't miss the ears. The ears are too good. Unnatural. They look a bit alien to me, and we're gonna be Eurocentric, like I'm just used to my bears. But I think bears are very strange. Like, hey, welcome to Mager. Yeah, can you believe it? Asian black bear. That's like such a good role. Like, I think I would give like a polar bear or a brown bear or a black bear at least a somewhat high in natural. Like, they're obviously very familiar animals. But when you think of them in the context of everything, there's no other animal that's like close to that, right? Like what's the most bear-like animal? I don't think... Exactly, yeah, like a wolf or something that's still so far away. So I think, you know, there's like more alien animals than this, but I think that does raise its score quite a bit. It's such a different guy. There was this like long section on the article about all of the crazy noises it makes. I think it deserves quite a loud score. Yeah, believe it, that's an excellent way of putting it. Whenever any other animal gets up on two legs and looks at you like that, that is crazy. Hateful? It looks so friendly there, but they are predators and they are like quite... Yeah, okay, they kill adult water buffaloes by breaking their necks. That is like... Elite langurs, aren't those like very cute monkeys? Yeah. Okay, I'm a bit biased because I want this to score highly, but I think despite its adorable appearance, this thing is just filled with anger and spite. Let's compute the score. 816. Oh, is that true, Nimmernimmon? Because there's this... They talk a lot here about, like, how it hunts, but maybe that's just, like, they think that's more interesting. And in practice, it mostly explains. Do they go in, like, specifics about... They just... They're more herbivorous than brown bears, but more carnivorous than black bears. They gorge themselves on a variety of seasonal high-calorie food. I think even if you hunt on occasion, maybe this is mean, but to me, even if you only hunt on rare occasion, if you hunt in a particularly vicious sounding way, that increases your hateful score. And if you hunt on particularly cute things, that also increases your hateful score to me, which is incredibly unfair, but I also don't think there's a very fair way of rating how hateful mammals are, you know? I can bring it down a bit, because you're right, it does sound like they do. Yeah, here says they're more carnivorous than most other bears, so it's a particularly carnivorous bear. I'll bring it down a bit, but again, I think on the scheme, and it's so cute, it is a particularly hateful bear. Like a 191. Oh, we had a 200 earlier, now an 800, that's crazy. Yeah, I love the patch. I mean, it goes without saying, but I should bring attention, but... Chewing in the nose. And then something about the sounds, because the... I think that's good. I think that's very good. God, what a roll. That's tremendous. I get what you mean, like something about the like snout and kind of the like fur situation, like they're quite fluffy. There's also like the raccoon dog and things like that. Which again, the raccoon dog I think is not related to the raccoon. I see there is a similar... Yeah, there is a similar boggy plant there. I'm with you. Yeah, they have the like cute little paws that are very human-like. And yeah, but that snow is very bear-like. That's an excellent point. Yeah, do you know what? Something really messed up by learning about reg pangas recently? So reg pangas aren't actually like very closely related to pangas, but that is a mean thing to say. Because does it say it here, or do I have to go to the great panga? Yeah, the reg panga was the original panga. The word panga first only referred to this guy. And then we found this like much bigger, very crazy animal that also ate bamboo. So that was called the I think the giant panga. In comparison, I don't know if there's a pangolin collection there. I suspect not, because the pangolin looks so different. But that's just a wild guess. But yeah, so this was the original panga. Oh my god, Sheriff Rem, thank you so much. Give me 1 second, let me match that. Sorry, I should be clear that we did not roll the red panga, but we rolled something like quite close given everything. We just rolled the Asian black bear, which I still can't get over. That is a terrific roll. Thank you so much for the donation. I so appreciate it. So Sheriff Ram, I don't know if you saw, but you are entitled to add 3 adjectives to the wheel. So at the beginning of every stream, we will spin a wheel of adjectives 4 times to determine the categories for the stream. Like today we got conscious, unnatural, loud, and hateful. And there with the exclamation adjectives, you can see the current list. If you want to add 3 to the pool, I guess, it's for every $5 you give to a naturalist. You're entitled to add an adjective to the pool. No rush, of course. I will remember that you gave 15, but at any time. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to put you that loop. I just want to quickly match your donation because I'm trying to match the first $50 that get donated, which I thought would take forever, but we're already almost there, remarkably. Makes me so happy because iNaturalist is where I get most of these photos. iNaturalist is so good for like documenting mammal species. Like they're this crowdsourced platform where people take photos of the random rodents and plants in their yard, and like experts label them, and it's the only source we have for images of like most species in existence, it seems, which is like quite a tremendous achievement. Yeah, I'm extremely grateful, and like, you know, there are a lot of great charities out there, but this is one I'm like actively reliant on for my stream to exist. So I felt if I'm like raising money for any, it makes a special sense to raise it for this. So I do really appreciate the support. And there we go. $96. That's crazy. Yeah, wow. I think that's good. But yeah, anytime you want, let me know what 3 adjectives. They don't have to literally be adjectives. Oh my god, Sheriff Rem, thank you so much for the subscription. Gert, thank you so much. Oh my god. So I have to match another $4. I'll match the whole donation. I'll do that. Regardless. But yeah. Yeah, of course. Take as much time as you like. And it doesn't have to be like a true adjective. You can choose something silly, like, I don't know, like penguin-like or whatever. That's probably not a good one, but you get the idea. Let me match this donation. I can't believe we already reached the $50 match. I really thought that would take much longer here. Generation here. Yeah, skunkable could be a good one. Adjectival phrases, exactly. That is the linguistically accurate thing. And I think that's good character. Also, this Gert. Oh wait, Gert! I didn't check. Gert! Oh my god! I like thought someone just had a emote of this. That's a tremendous emote. Wait, I think mine like I need to. It's not showing up for me, but if I copy it, it should. Yeah, there we go. Awesome emote. Thank you. Yeah, the Twitch emote approval is really good. Yeah, I refresh, but I'm using the like in OBS chat, which I don't know how to refresh, so I just trust that it shows up well on your end. I mean, I can see it there in the chat display. Hey, see you, board fan. Have a good one. Oh, it's having you here. Yeah, thank you so much for the donations. All right. Wait, we're good. Oh yeah, I think I minimized. There we go. I do have an ad coming up, so I should probably take a break soon. But your generosity means so much. Oh, Gert, it's my pleasure. And I know you donate all your proceeds to charity. I think that's such a terrific thing. And yeah, I am really happy if this brings awareness. It was something I didn't know about before starting the stream project, but it's already been invaluable to the stream. And obviously these are like serious conservational work. It's not all just assisting silly little mammal reviewing streams. But yeah, and thank you so much for subscribing, Sheriff Ram. It really means a lot. Exactly. Alright, I'm gonna quickly go on break, run an ag, and run to the washroom. I'll be right back in 4 minutes. See you all soon. Welcome back, everyone. $126 for an actualist is crazy. I just hang it there in case, because I wanted to show appreciation. But yeah, I mean, I keep saying this, but that really means so much. You know. I mean, of course, you don't feel at all entitled. Like, just showing up to these streams is already so nice of you all. It's so nice having people here. I was very worried this would just be a year of talking into the void with the occasional real life friend showing up out of piggies. It means so much that people are here, but that people have gone above and beyond and given to an actualist, which is a cause I really care deeply about. It's incredibly kind of you all, and I appreciate all forms of support so much. It means so much. yeah, I was bracing myself for that. It's so cool that people show up here, and yeah, of course don't feel pressured in any way. Just, yeah, being here is already so much more than I could ask, but let's roll another mammal. As hard as it is to move on from the Asian black bear back into the world of obscure Indonesian rodents, we must do so. Thank you all, that's very kind. Whoa, long name, and I love when something's described as obscurus. This better be like a ghost. Or some sort of cryptic species. Oh, no way! This run has been ridiculous. This has been like the most blessed day ever. I was like so sad we had to move on to the Herpestes, and then somehow we follow it up with Asian black bear and dusky dolphin. At first I thought this was just some like really weird lighting thing, but no, check out that like insane pattern on this creature. We did get one shrew, which is good. We always want at least one shrew, but this run has been ridiculous. This is like customs art. Yeah, it's airbrushed as hell. This is like gamer laptop or something. This is like a very aesthetically it's almost like too sleek and cool in its design. It's like almost corny in how awesome it looks. That's tremendous. Yeah, I'm sure someone has. Too good not to. Yeah, exactly. I was thinking like, yeah, this is like, I can't believe like birds have this kind of coloration, but it's crazy that dolphin does. They have been found around bottlenose dolphins, but apparently do not interact with them. That's like, they're there, they're nearby, they do not interact. Bottlenose dolphins do not interact. I'm putting that in my bio. It like sounds like not even hostile, right? They're just like unaware of each other or something. They're just like both there. I think it's just because they know they're that much cooler than the bottlenose dolphin, you know? It's like they're above that. They just don't even acknowledge them. They're kind of bullies. Yeah. They do seem like prudes. Oh, they whistle when they mingle with each other. Do they whistle more when they... Okay, so it's really just the bottlenose dolphin they have a grudge against. Because like with common dolphins, they'll gladly mingle. Sorry for any crunchy noises. For some reason, the only snacks I enjoy on stream are like the loudest snacks possible, but I should be a bit more careful about that. They forge in deep scattering layers. That is like a beautiful phrase. That's like, very, I don't know, like... modern horror game would have you like investigate the deep scattering layers with like some crazy pillar of equipment, you know? And for watching out for any dusky dolphins. They look a lot more boring inside. Oh no, you can see that crazy coloration there. Okay, I'm not being fair. They are very cool. It's just that only on the side view can you really make out the crazy coloration. They kind of have like a latte art thing going on, right? Well, they prey on wait. What is this? They increase prey availability? What does that mean? Oh, they herd prey against the surface. That's kind of ominous. Like, they just chase... They, like, surround the prey and herd them up to the surface, which is good for them, but also good for the other dolphins, seabirds, sharks, and pinnipeds. Oh, and they look out for berg aggregations to figure out where prey is. Aerial behavior is a crazy section to include on a dolphin. I know what they mean. They jump up a bit. Aerial feels like a big of a stretch, but I'll grant it. I've seen dolphins leap out of the water. It is quite tremendous. Yeah, you're right. That is really cool. Let's review the dusky dolphin. Dolphins are so cool. Cetaceans are so cool. It's crazy. I always make this joke, but it's crazy to like finally leave the ocean, spend a bajillion years evolving on land, and then going like, nah, I'm gonna go back there. I actually think the ocean is better after all. But dolphins are like such beautiful creatures. Again, I think some of these creatures are like too beautiful for their own good, where they get like kind of tired of... We get kind of tired of them. Like, we get used to the fact that there are these like tremendous beautiful creatures that like leap out of those waters in tremendous acrobatic displays, and that's just normal to us. You know, that's a piggy. They deserve the cool thing. Yeah, they are. Dolphins are also evil. I know this well. They're evil. Yeah, it is crazy to call something the common dolphin. Like, hey, Pamukit, welcome. Yeah, Pamukit, we've had an insane streak of rolls. We had the Herpestes, which was a really crazy alien antelope, and then we had the Asian black bear, which is the first bear of the stream, and also just a really cool animal. And then we rolled a dolphin. 3 in a row, just tremendous rolls. Whoa, I did not mean to do that. There we go. Right? That is tremendous. I can't believe I missed that. That is so real. Females may try to evade males that are not vigorous or lack social skill. Tremendous sentience. Dolphins are extremely smart. Like, regardless of what they're evil, They're like, you know, amongst the smartest I think dolphins are like, aren't they like kind of nearly uncontroversial? Well, uncontroversial is rough, but like among non-apes, I think there's a good case to be made that dolphins are the smartest. Crows are like extremely smart at a like more limited range of things. Like at puzzle solving, crows are like smarter than me. But I think dolphins show a more wide range of intelligence. I don't know, I'm like rusty on this stuff, but yeah, almost definitely. Also, of course, octopuses are the coolest model of intelligence. I think if you're into this stream, there's a really good chance you would love the book. If you haven't already read it, I suspect I attract a disproportionate percent of people who have read other minds. But as far as animal cognition go, octopuses are like by far the craziest case. Because with every other animal exhibiting like kind of complex cognitive ability, like crows, dolphins, those are all basically our cousins, right? Like our last common ancestor with any intelligent animal you can think of. Bird, yeah, that was like something that was like quadrupedal, quite large, looked quite a lot like us if you squint. Our last common ancestor with cephalopods, like with the octopus, was like a little worm thing, right? So there's a good case to be made that intelligence, like, evolved twice. Once in octopuses and once in, like, quadrupedal vertebrates. And so in some sense, like, octopuses are the closest thing we have to intelligent aliens. Like, they evolved intelligence in, like, a completely different place. And Other Minds is just a book about this concept. And, like, the way octopuses, like, nervous system is set up, the way they seem to behave, what we know about them, and cephalopods in general is, like, incredibly cool and incredibly creepy. I don't want to give up too much away, but there's, like, this weird sense in which they're, like, limbs are almost autonomous, seem to almost behave like autonomous beings. Like, it's not even clear if cognitively an octopus is a single unit or, like, some weird disjointed body. Yeah, Fancy Malibu, based on like the kind of stuff you bring up in chat, I think you might love Other Minds. I think, yeah, the author is, I believe, Peter Godfrey Smith. I've like bothered like 11 people I know into reading this book, and they all love it. But Other Minds is tremendous. Dolphins are constantly screaming. They're like, they have complicated communication. We were reading about that. Oh, that's wonderful, Fancy Maleva. Yeah, let me know what you think. And yeah, feel free to talk about it in the server. I really want to know what you think if you do read it. And dolphins are easy. I won't get into specifics, and I don't know if the dusky dolphin is in particular, so I won't give it too high of a score, but dolphins do some messed up things. Also, it's just so mean to the bottlenose dolphin. That'll be my objective justification for giving this one in this species in particular a high hateful score. It just completely ignores the bottlenose dolphin. I think that's just too harsh. What other notes do we have? Like, I just can't get over the pattern thing. Oh yeah, the quote Nimmer Nimmin gave is very good. I should definitely include just that. It's like, no. There, I think that's good. It's like awesome creature. Wonderful. We're going extremely slowly, but like I feel that's to be expected when the rolls are this good. Normally we get like nothing but obscure Indonesian rodents, so this is kind of justified, I feel. Another one I don't remember. Is the streak gonna continue? Like, I've never seen a Phacochoerus before. I have no idea what that is. Jamaica, that's like crazy mental image. Holy, it does! The common warthog! What? Is this just like... Wait, are there other types of warthogs? Yeah, there is a whole genus of warthogs. But there are only 2 warthogs, and this is the default one. This is the normal one. What a run. This has been insane. Just keep... Yeah, this is Pumbaa. This is the second Lion King animal we've gotten on stream, at least. Maybe there's been like some obscure antelope in there. This is the second named Lion King mammal that we've gotten on mammal reviewing. The warthog is so cool. It's crazy how many like kinds of pigs there are, and then I was talking about this before with someone, but like, yeah, outside of pigs, again, there are not many pig-like creatures. But then there are many, many pigs. The warthog is like very strange, right? You could use all 4 mammals we just got for a single bug. Look at it. They look so ancient. Like every time I see a warthog, I think like, oh, that thing is 300 years old, you know? No, that's a great point. I keep thinking about this, how like anytime someone brings up, like every now and then someone will mention like some weird antelope thing I haven't heard of, just in like random conversation, like it'll show up, Springbok will show up on the crossword or what have you. And I think, oh yeah, I'll know that thing intimately soon. Like it is so funny to think about how I will have at least spent some time thinking about every single mammal at the end of this. Oh, they purchased ivory. I've never thought about how non-elephant tusks also can be used for ivory. That's freaky. Powerful diggers. They take over abandoned aardvark burrows, even though they can dig their own. That's really funny. It's purely a laziness thing. Also, let me crop this so it's more readable. Primary defense is to flee by means of fast sprinting. They're preyed on by owls? How big is this owl? It does look quite mighty, but still. Yeah, like 2 feet. Holy crap, that's a big owl. It is an insane skull. That is like, that is really cool. But like, smile, that grin is so freaky. And then the shape is not like, Eric's engaged in combat. In 2020, it was noted that population of warthogs was running free in southern Texas. Awesome. I don't have like the right adjectives to describe the warthog, but it's such a cool creature. Only grazing pig. That's kind of awesome. Yeah. They do look so ancient to me. Yeah, absolutely. Boars in general have like really strange, like wiry hair. But the warthog is like freaking. Charles J. Sharp is another of these wildlife photographers who has been incredibly helpful to the stream. Thank you, Charles J. Sharp. These things are definitely conscious. Maybe not as much as like a dolphin or something, but pigs are like very smart, and I assume that extends to their relatives, the warthog. The warthog, I think, is really quite unnatural. I think it's such a strange creature, and like we were saying, the skull situation is crazy. Is there anything about vocalizations? It doesn't seem to be any, which I guess points to being quiet, but I think pigs are quite loud. I guess this is like, it's such a unusual lecture to just be able to Google something and get information beyond the first two, beyond Wikipedia and GBIF, but I guess we can just look up warthog sounds. I don't know if this is like trustworthy source. Oh, that is oinking. Quite quiet though. The slideshow is so funny. Thank you for uploading this video. I don't know if it's the audio mix thing, but it's oinking, but it's quite quiet oinking there. I still think it's above average loudness, but maybe not crazy loud. Hateful? I think these are... Did you fight, right? It was talking about this. Common warthogs use tusk marking for courtship for antagonistic behaviors. They are fighting. Yeah, the warthog, the common warthog, is kind of an insane role. I wonder if like anyone joined in for this section and thinks this is just normal and every mammal is awesome and about to get brought back to reality. When you roll 11 fat tail racks in a row. After this. Ooh, two Megan strategies either roam or they stay. Exactly, Tomato, exactly. Yeah, I think they're sounds like they're quite a bit hateful at least. Notes. Insane rolls. Okay. This guy is in Lion King. This is Pumbaa. This is the second Lion King guy. Actually, do we know? Crazy skull situation. Do we know that Pumbaa is a common warthog and not the desert warthog? Pumbaa doesn't appear on either article. They just say warthog. They like steer. These look like the same species, right? I'm not crazy. I should look and show you differentiate them. Yeah, that's him. That's Pumbaa. I don't care what anyone says. I think that's what I should say. What luck. Okay, next mammal. Myopterus. Myopterus, I think, is a bat. I think we're back to Earth. Yeah, let's go. Binny free-tailed bat. We deserve this. We deserve this so badly. I like this illustration though. I love the expression it has on this face. It looks very skeptical or something. Males have a gular gland. Habitat includes tropical lowland forests and possibly also human-modified landscapes. Yeah, good ears. I love when something has ears that big. Do you have images? What is the gular gland? I think it's the throat gland kind of thing. This isn't just a gular gland, this is a remarkably gular gland. That is remarkably gular. Some sort of skin gland. Seems like it's for secreting oil, maybe? Yeah, it gives an Adam's apple kind of thing. Yeah. Oh, I don't know if I like this thing's face. It looks kind of demonic. You know? It's like mouth is too big and too horse-like. It's like almost cute, but the mouth is very freaky to me. Exactly. I love how specific this is. They've been recorded roosting on the bark of a tree, among the leaves of plantains, and in the roof of a rubber packing shed. So, you know, any rubber packing sheds, you know, all those are a common habitat for these. No information on food or feeding. Okay, this is what we need. We can get through this one quickly. Back on pace a bit. Natalie Weber, or Weber, I don't know if that's like the German pronunciation or not. I feel we've gotten quite a few of her images. Okay. gonna score very highly in unnatural for a bat. I can already tell you that. It's too scary. How conscious are bats? They're like aware of their environment because of echolocation, but I feel like I've never heard anything about like bag intelligence, which doesn't bode well for them, because I love reading about animal intelligence, but maybe that's just a blind spot of mine. This thing is extremely unnatural. This thing is freaking me out. Are Myopterus microbats or megabats? And what does that mean for its loudness score? Because microbats echolocate, but again, I'm still not sure how to treat echolocating bats. Yeah, microbats. Do they echolocate? Probably. That's like out of the auditory range for humans? I don't know how to factor that in. This thing looks hateful, or maybe I just hate it, but it looks evil. Hey, welcome to me. Yeah, you're right, Pastaforo. It's a Bragan interpretation of hateful. I feel bad. I shouldn't be mean. It's not, but it's not just that it's ugly. There are a lot of ugly animals I love that are Giri. This is just scary. I'm just scared of this thing. I don't want anyone to get the impression that I'm mean to ugly things. I love ugly creatures on this channel. It's not that it's ugly, it's that it's scary. Yeah, we did get a shrew earlier. It wasn't, 22 shrews in total is insane. There's so many shrews. I think that's going for the Myopterus whitleyi. Then again. Wait, is it like, okay, oh, this is funny, it's like the elephant mouse, because I'm pretty sure Loxodon is like elephant, which does seem very exciting, but then this mist here brings you back to Earth. It's the pikumche elephant mouse, it seems. Paracoat. You know, a paracoat. It's known only from central Chile, where its range includes xeric shrublands. Awesome. No Erignathus photo. See, here's another Loxodontomys. Definitely a rodent. sorry. Wait, is this even on GBIF? Is this thing even real? This is no information. This is incredible. We found one in Chile, and it's a sister species to the Microtus. It's a mouse. Do we even have the Handbook of Mammal Species of the World illustration? We do not. We're going into this one blind. Okay, so then I'm gonna permit myself to look at other Loxodontomyses. Oh, there's only one other, and this is the only other one. So all we know that is that it's closely related to this, but it's not this. Yeah, Farmskirks, that tracks. It does seem like a lot of these are only skulls. Like a lot of rodents we only have from like Alcelaphus or remains or something. Even that's not appearing on GBIF. So you must have found another source. Okay, I will try and draw this. The other one's known as big-eared, right? Like the one that appears here is called the southern big-eared mouse. So since this one's not called that, maybe that's a sign its ears aren't as big, I guess. It's like not a different, like if that's what they choose as a differentiating feature. I'm not gaining too much effort on this one. I'm angry at this thing. It's like too not real. This thing is not conscious at all on account of not existing. On one hand, being a like small obscure rodent is very normal. On the other hand, I feel like having less documentation than like basically almost any mammal we've seen so far is like quite remarkably unnatural. Like it's just fake, but I don't know if being fake is the same as being unnatural. Very quiet on account of not existing. Not hateful on account of not existing. I have to concede, pikumche paracoge is a cool name, so I can't be too angry. Okay, let's spin another mammal. Peromyscus, another Miss Eva. I wonder if that's named after a person. Like, is there an Eva and Eva? Actually, I think you're right. It's a mouse. That is about the extent of what we know. Eva's desert mouse. Oh man, after all the warthogs and dusky dolphins and what have you, and bears, we are back to Earth. We are so back to Earth. This is remarkable. Ooh, the organ pipe cactus. It loves the organ pipe cactus. That is a cool plant. I love cacti. They're like so easy to care for, which is quite lucky because I think they're like pretty cool plants, regardless. This was taken on Christmas. I guess you can't see that. Now you can. That's a lovely catch. Yeah. Farmskirks, I'm with you. Like, there are just, like, animals that allegedly exist that we have, like, no documentation of whatsoever. Oh, awesome. You can distinguish this from the cactus mouse by the shape of a baculum. Do you ever see one of these and you're really worried you accidentally found a cactus mouth instead, just check up on a baculum and you'll know. Found close to succulent plants. Let's go. Do we have an image? We do. That is a mouse. That is definitely a mouse. Yeah. It's much easier to like overwater a cactus than underwater a cactus. Does Chibith have anything to say about these? Excavates burrows at bases of rocks and trees. So it is a burrowing creature. Trees. Another rain correlated mammal. That's quite delightful. It's just a mouse, is what I think I'm getting out of this. Again, more than welcome after the run we had. I think that is absolutely fair of them to give us this. It looks a bit more conscious than the average rodent. Again, it looks very like on guard and alert and like maybe sensitive to its environment. This is extremely natural, like that's just a mouse. Maybe not that, it's a bit different from the mice I'm used to seeing. It's got that like more tapered snout going on and like kind of weird ears. So maybe I can bump this up to like a 19, but still very natural. Things looks extremely quiet. I don't think this harbors any anger. Hey, have a nice meal, Tomager. Thanks so much for stopping by. Oh, awesome! Welcome in! Yeah, there's a Discord. I should mention that more. It's in the, like, links in the about. If you want to be pinged at the start of the stream, you can... I use it for that. You can, of course, mute if the pings get annoying. And also, there's, like, a chatting channel and so on. It's still very undeveloped. It's mostly for pings for now. But maybe I will add more channels. Do you think this is a very conscious mouse? Do you know what? I'll bump it up for you. I see what you're cooking. I still think mice are like... not much going on in there. But it does look quite aware in this image. For a mouse, I think it gets very conscious. Bear in mind, 41 was still already very high. I think that was like the highest score I gave to a small rodent thing. So I was already on the same page as you. I will make an exception and run up the number a bit more. There we go. Peromyscus eva. Another miss. Okay. Wetzel's climbing mounts. Again, this is the bare minimum information. Like, when you make an article about a mammal on Wikipedia, it seems the council insists that you tell us what family it belongs to and where it's endemic to. So this is really the least information possible from what I can gather on a Wikipedia article about a rodent. How about Wexel? Who is Wexel? It doesn't even say. It's Oldfield Tom. Oh no, it's Oldfield Thomas who described it as usual. Oh wait, no, I'm on Evidence Desert now, sorry. This is Gardner who described it in 1989. Harry's Pretzelian mouth, exactly. No image on an naturalist, of course. GBIF, let's go. Mostly captured on logs above the ground. I love that. That's awesome. Very small. Long, soft fur, bright orange dorsum, finely streaked with back. A small species. I love how many times it mentions it's a small species. Like, let's just Control F small. A small species. Very small. Wexel's climbing rock is very small. Comics. A small species. Oh yeah, and do we have an illustration on Jiva? It looks like we do. I don't think I pasted this one. Let me get that in there. So we get number 606. Loading excruciatingly slowly, let's go. There we go, 606. Giant hands on this one. I don't know if that's like an artistic touch or something we already know about it, but I'll take at face value. This thing has very large hands. Let's get reviewing. This one doesn't look as rare as the previous one. I think this is like 33. The hands are big. This is otherwise a very natural mammal, but the hands are freaking me out a bit. It looks quite quiet, I think, and we don't really have any information suggesting otherwise. It looks a bit more evil than previous mice, but I don't really have any facts to go off. That's purely vibes. Yeah, it does have yaoi hands. That's right. What was the thing about logs? Mostly captured on logs above the ground. Perfect. Yeah. Let's roll a new. Another meds, let's go. The Orient Cave Rat. This is awesome. Look at the image Wikipedia chooses. It says a lot. Part of the lower jaw, Bogo, from Bulletin of the Museum of Comparative Zoology at Harvard College, Volume 6, June 1918 to 1919. So, the Wikipedia chooses to represent this mouse with a photo of part of the lower jaw of one from over 100 years ago. Oh wait, this is extinct! Oh no! Okay, our rules are we're only reviewing extant mammals, so we are not allowed to review this one, but we will hold a moment of silence for the Orient cave rat. Thank you for joining me in that moment of silence as we pay our respects to the Orient cave rat. I am obligated to roll another mammal in exteg as we are only reviewing extant mammals. Whoa. This is Nagamis, first non-miss in some time. That is a cool sounding name. I have my hopes up here. Oh goodness. Is this like... No, it's a raccoon. I thought like a bush baby type thing when I just saw the like thumbnail. But the Olingo is apparently a relative of the raccoon. Or like technically a raccoon, I guess. As are Coacumungis. It makes sense that the Coaci is like related to the raccoon, but I don't think I ever knew this. That's awesome. That's really cool. Okay, that's a nice break from these mice. Not that I can complain given the rolls we've had today. Slender arboreal animal, hind legs distinctly longer than forelegs. Feeding almost entirely on fruit, especially figs. Animals love figs. I think that's not the first mammal I've gotten that like mostly eats figs. Breeds during the dry season. Another animal whose breeding is correlated with rainfall in the opposite direction. This guy. Definitely a theme of this stream. Often encountered in pairs and maybe more sociable than commonly believed. Wonderful. Oh, it's called? Has two distinct notes, a waychuck and a waytoll. That's pretty awesome. Anal scent glands. Foul smelling chemical. Awesome. That's like something I thought of as just being a skunk thing. It's kind of shocked me how many animals have foul smelling anal scent glands. Kind of feel bad for the skunk, because the skunk is such a cute animal, and yet all it's known for is its foul smelling anal scent glands. But that seems to be a common feature. If anything, it's like should be distinguished by being this like awesome, beautiful creature, and that just happens to have this much more common trait of anal scent glands. Yeah, there was... which creature was that? God, I do remember that episode where we got animal that had a butt that smelled like tutti frutti. That its anal scent glands were described as having a tutti frutti smell. It was something cool. Some authors consider this the only true lingo. Yeah, you're right, Nimmin. This is like, it looks so different from a raccoon, but I think you're right that that's mostly just the raccoon's markings. Like the actual body shape is quite similar. It does look quite aware. I think this is a very conscious creature. It looks a bit unnatural. This is again like an animal where I can't really place it. Like, I didn't know this thing existed, and it doesn't look just like some other thing that exists. It really does. Not like as much as some like truly crazy animals like aardvarks and tapirs are, but it does look quite distinguished. If a bit like generic. This is kind of just like generic arboreal mammal, which is a bit mean to say, but you know what I mean. Like, it's kind of like if you averaged a bunch of those things. Yeah, no, it is quite possumish. Wasn't there something about their vocalizations? Yeah, wait chuck and wait toll. If it's talking about you can't make a quiet wait chuck or a wait toll. Those are definitely loud noises. Hateful? It's a herbivore. It mostly eats figs. On rare occasions, it will pursue and eat small mammals. So I guess that is rare, but... And it has the horrific smelling ass, which maybe does bump its hateful score a bit. I feel that would make me quite spiteful, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely want to include something about the... I love these description of the sounds. Lingo. I didn't know there were Olingos. Go to Olingos. I love when there's like a new class of creature that I discover through this. It's not just a kind of squirrel or a kind of groundhog or what have you. It's like an Olingo isn't a type of thing I knew there was, but now I do. It's wonderful. Barbatus. Okay, this is weird because we got this boar that was the Sus barbatus, but this is something else barbatus. Oh my god! This stream has been insane. I think I might call it here because I think this should be the Noksha Engigon because this is too good, and I do also have to go kind of soon. Holy crap, a seal! Oh, look at it! This is like a roll. This is a beautiful creature. These whiskers curl very elegantly. Wait, can we get more of the... Yes, I get the Pinnipeg alert. Can we get more of these? Oh! Oh! So is this the... Oh, wow. This is like the classic, you know, Jamie Heineman thing. Like, this is the classic... It's crazy that they call this a beard. Like, this is so clearly a mustache deal. It is... They are very majestic whiskers. God. That is such a good mammal. I also really like this image where it just is this lump. I think that's beautiful. God. That's really good. Oh, so like they're now just like in the Arctic, but apparently they used to go as far down as like South Carolina. That's crazy. God, a seal, that's so good. Pups are born on small drifting ice floes. It's crazy to me how many animals have like adapted to live on ice. Like that just seems so barren and inhospitable to me. Rhagon by polar bears. Vocalization producer very unique. A long oscillating trill followed by a short deep moan. This song is often repeated frequently. Wait, can I hear this? Wait, let me mute the BGM for a second. I love that. What the hell? It's so eerie. It is an alien. What the hell? I want to make a like ambience track, an ambient track that's like solely sourced from Birging Seal vocalizations. This is like my exact taste in music. I love like spooky sounding, eerie. I love especially like eerie and haunting sounds, and I love like ambient music. This is like the seal make for me. This is crazy. Holy shit. Okay, I'm on my last ag snoot, so I do have to get the stream done in 10 minutes. But what a tremendous being. What an awesome creature. Image is Einar Gudman. This thing looks very conscious. It looks extremely wise. Wait, let me get the view on screen. I mean, we all know seals, but they are still quite alien creatures. Those sounds were like, they were like loud in spirit. Like, I don't know if they're like literally loud, but it's such a like captivating and attention grabbing sound that they deserve high, loud scores. They do not strike me as hateful in the least. I'm looking at their like behavior. But it's like a seal, right? They're like, they gotta be friendly. I just can't get over the cry. That's the coolest thing I've ever heard. That is so good. I want to include the quote they say about how the yeah, here we go. They are so right. They do curl very elegantly. And with that, I think I will call it. We didn't quite hit 20 mammals, but like with the rolls we got, can you blame me? I had to spend time on these. These were so good. Thank you all for coming by. Thank you so much for your generosity today. It means so much. And God, what incredible spins. Let me find someone to raid. Huge mammals today, just excellent mammals. Thanks for coming by, everyone, yeah. Let me see who's live. A lot of people. Yeah, I'll raid Borbfan. Borbfan has been very generous to the stream so far. I think she's playing Knights, which is a very cool game. Alright, thank you all so much for coming by. I will see you all on Saturday. Incredible rolls today.